And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively. On that end.
Boston trailing, and the Celtics far and away the best record in the NBA last season, Grant.
Well, they rode that momentum into the playoffs, capturing the franchise's 18th championship, passing the Lakers for the most of any team in the association.
They've got Moody, Cameron Johnson out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Shannon in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Booker, following the bucket by Boston. There's the triple. Lively grabs a miss. Boston with the ball. Outside Moody. Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Shannon. Johnson a screen on Booker. Shannon. From outside, off the mark. Now the Knicks with it. Booker with it. Outside Johnson. Over Mitchell. The shot by Johnson, no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Here's Shannon. The Knicks with the rebound.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Booker for 3. The rebound by Moody.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. Johnson's got 6.
They keep capturing the lead and giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
All right, fans, it's dance band time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
Oubre, he's checked in for Boston. Darius Garland comes in for Mitchell. Eason's checked in for New York. Beasley comes in for DiVincenzo. And Booker's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Beasley with a screen on Oubre. Here's Eason. And he converts the layup. Eason's got his first bucket in this one. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. They get it back. Pass to Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Tries again. It's hauled in by Oubre.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
And Garland is an effective shooter, capable of shooting 40% on threes for an entire season.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Moody from outside. They get the rebound. Out to Garland. Launches a three. 1:10 left in the first half. On target from range. Garland's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Pass to Johnson. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Horford, he's checked in for Lively. And Mitchell. So it's Boston now. And here's Garland. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. To the wing, right side. Pass to Beasley. Left side, Porzingis. Shakes him. Porzingis punishing inside.
And Porzingis has that kind of touch at 7'3". He can hurt you in there.
Now Mitchell. No made baskets yet. Fires the three. Tie game in Boston. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, what's it going to take down the stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over, play smart.
Back to the basics. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Right now, the New York Knicks are providing quite an entertaining and close game.
Their keys to the game have been opening all the doors. Just a high-caliber overall performance.
Yeah, the offense is rolling. You can tell they're having fun out there. I'm having fun just watching them.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here now at Boston. I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good, I'd be dominating down low, I'd be picking up that big old dub.
So, Shaq, how many of those Game 1 home openers did you actually win over your career?
AOT, Ernie, all of them.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Hey, nice game. Great performance by Darius Garland.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. They've got Devin Booker, Kristaps Porzingis out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Trey Murphy, and it's Beasley in at the 2.
Well, Garland does a good job there getting the shot up into the air while he's being fouled.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
And he drops a first. And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting? Tom Thibodeau, lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard. They play defense first. They play a ton of minutes. But this team is gritty, and they don't give up. Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Shoots from 14. Oh, Booker's shot goes despite the contact.
This takes talent. Booker adjusting his shot to compensate for the contact.
Outside Garland. Back to Mitchell. For 3. It's rebounded by New York. Right side Booker. Ooh, some contact there. No issue for Booker, though.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
Outside Johnson. Here's Garland. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And Garland does a little bit of everything. A versatile guard with a bright future.
Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him.
Getting to the line more since his career has gone on. Garland, a deployable free throw shooter.
It's both from the stripe. When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, B.A., that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973, so as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Booker.
Known as one of the purest scorers in the game, Booker's main focus remains competing for championships.
Good on both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Oubre. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Oubre's got 5.
Going up inside, Oubre with a nice rhythm touch there.
With a screen on Garland. Booker for 3. Horford pulls it in.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Oubre finds Johnson. Screen by Horford. Lets it fly. Johnson with a bucket. Give him 8. Here in the second half, this game still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Now here's Booker. He's got 11. Over Garland. New York, no good that time either. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Celtics. It's a 1-point game. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. The Celtics making a switch here. Lively's checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for New York. The 3 from Mitchell. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And he has not made 1 shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Yeah, great finish from Johnson, leaving no room for error with the slam.
1:52 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Garland scanning the floor. Lets a floater go. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Yeah, great job challenging the defense by Garland. He gets positioning inside, and all they can do is foul.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And he makes the first. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for New York. He's perfect from the line this time. 1:41 left in the 3rd quarter here. Outside Johnson. Outside Eason. Porzingis sets a screen. Eason, good. Eason's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Garland. He's got 13. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
Mitchell has everything, including that 3-point shot.
New York trailing. DiVincenzo, pass to Porzingis. Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Garland against DiVincenzo. To the paint. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And now a 4-point Boston lead.
I don't think this is a conditioning issue, but they look like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
Here's Eason. Knocks it down from distance. Eason's got 7 points in the game. The Celtics have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. The three from Mitchell, and the Celtics another three.
The answer from Mitchell, a three of his own.
The three, DiVincenzo. It doesn't go for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Celtics up 4. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. We've got Kelly Oubre. Darius Garland is out there with Davion Mitchell. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. That's the Boston 5. To the middle. Here's Mitchell. Up and in on the layup.
And after being stone cold from the floor in the first half, they've rediscovered their touch.
Knicks trail by 6. Here's Booker. Down low. Here's Bonham. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. That's on Derek Lively. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
And that one misses. Boston leading by 4. Moody passes to Garland. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
And offensively, it appears they've hit their stride.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Inside. It's stolen by Lively. DiVincenzo against Mitchell. Outside Garland. Lively with a screen on Booker. Garland for 3. Here's Lively. Out to Oubre from behind the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Celtics lead by 9.
In the first half, they shot a little over 30% from the field. But since the break, they've really managed to improve in that area.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Al Horford's checked in for Boston. And a switch here also for New York. Beasley's checked in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Booker. Out to Beasley. From the arc. New York, no good that time either.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Oubre can't hit. And the action on hold. It appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Man, that's tough to see.
And hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. That would be a big blow for them.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
So for the Knicks, Porzingis has checked in for Johnson. Eason comes in for Grant. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Beasley. And some changes here for the Celtics. Johnson comes in for Lively, and Mitchell subbed in for Moody. Knicks trail by 9. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Porzingis passes to Booker. Misses the three.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Pass to Garland. Outside Johnson. Horford, a screen on Eason. Back to Garland. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. The Knicks have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Booker against Mitchell. With the teardrop. Oh, you can't let Booker get that close.
Booker has every shot that you could possibly imagine. Incredibly skilled at scoring that ball.
Mitchell with the ball. Lets the three fly. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Eason. It's Booker on the wing. Right side Porzingis. Here is DiVincenzo, guarded by Garland. Fires it. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by DiVincenzo.
Well, Booker is the leader, and you got to trust him in that spot.
Outside Johnson. Fires in the triple. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's the three. Drops in the three.
And neither side right now giving an inch. We'll see who cracks first.
Mitchell against Booker. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
Here's Booker. No good off the glass. Boston leading by 7. Pass to Garland. Johnson on the wing. Outside Mitchell. And here's Horford. Shoots over Booker. Horford can't hit. Here's New York.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
And you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Now here's Oubre. Pass to Garland. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Murphy.
Man, the defender really went after him.
At the line, Darius Garland. At the line for 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point game here.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Donovan Mitchell, first personal foul, second team foul. At the line for the Knicks, Devin Booker, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that brings him with an 8. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. "19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just let the clock run out."
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
And so it's Boston with the W. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Donovan, it took a half for you guys to really find your rhythm. But once you did, you took control.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us, we just got to compete. And I think that's what we did at the end of the day. We found a way to fight back. They got a lot of talented guys on that team. They got a lot of guys who can go out and get buckets and rebound. But we just overcame it, played defense, and got stops when we needed.
Thanks, Donovan.
All right, Allie, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Brent Barrick, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Darius Garland.
Separate myself from them clowns. They ain't really about business. You only strong as your weakest link. So I be trying to live my when you use your mind and see you as a threat. I'm chasing money like thought the youngest gone.
Up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Lakers. For the Timberwolves, the chance to start the year right with a win on the road and give their fans, no matter where they are, something to cheer about. Lakers, Timberwolves. The tip-off coming up right after this. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Sacramento Kings. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Toronto Raptors.
And you know for that matchup with Denver, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take to the floor, and they want to get off to a quick start.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves, we've got Okongwu. Castle is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Booz Ellis in at the 4 slot. And for the Lakers, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Holiday out there with White. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Here on opening day. And what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that offseason work.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Pass to Castle. Missed inside. Now here's McDaniel. Defense right on him. And here's Holiday. Leonard on the wing. 6 to shoot. About 1 minute into the first quarter. The layup off target. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter. And he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. And this summer saw the passing of Laker legend, 3-time Basketball Hall of Famer, the logo, Jerry West, an all-star every year of his outstanding playing career before going on to have such a successful career as a coach and as an executive. Guys, this league will bear his imprint forever. Jerry West will be missed.
An all-time great for sure. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Because of his frame, Drew Holiday can be a terror on the interior. Boy, you can't avoid the contact there.
And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense, but you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Both free throws good from Drew Holiday.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Pass to Castle. Here's Buzelis. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
Well, nice job to capitalize right there in an instance where all you got to do is catch and shoot.
Outside Holiday. Leonard looking around. Buzelis grabs the board. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside, Markkanen lets the 3 fly, sinks the triple. Markkanen's got 5.
Well, this has always been Lauri Markkanen's calling card, right? A 7-footer who can space the floor with that 3-point shooting ability.
Holiday finds Lopez. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And the Lakers with another miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Brunson. The shot misses. Good D by Holiday. Here's McDaniels. Doesn't go that time. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Got it. Good job in the low post.
I love that basket from Castle. Heady play from the rookie.
Lakers trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Leonard. Lopez right side. Will it go? Minnesota with the rebound. 1:06 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Castle. Okongwu with a screen on White. Offensive rebound. And Okongwu slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to Castle. Okongwu a screen. Now Buzelis shoots the 3. And Lopez pulls it down. 4 seconds left. And White with the stuff.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
No good that time. Tie game in Los Angeles. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Sadiq Bey is out there with Buzelis. And it's Smith. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Looney in at the 5 spot. Good on the triple.
Showing the range. How about Bey taking and making his fair share of those triples?
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Bey hits them both.
You gotta like how ready Bey always seems to be, prepared to seize the moment whenever his number's called.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 5. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Bey. There's Looney. Dinwiddie for 3. To the wing right side. Buzelis hits the three-point bomb. Buzelis has got the lead up to 8 now for Minnesota. Buzelis has gone 1 of 3 from deep tonight. Leonard sets a screen for Melton. Caruso with the ball. That one's off, still out of sync.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Smith, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Doors, with what he's done in the NBA, Kawhi Leonard seems to be a lock for the Hall of Fame.
I agree, Kevin, and the reason is he's got a couple of championships under his belt. More importantly, he's got individual awards, All-NBA, Defensive Player of the Year, and he's been able in the most leveraged moments of the season to be the focal point for his team, and that's a big driver of Hall of Fame status.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And some changes here for the Lakers. Brook Lopez is checked in for Andre Drummond, and it's Drew Holiday in for DeAnthony Melton. Okongwu's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jalen Brunson comes in for Buzelis. Now here's Bey. 5 points in the game. Okongwu a screen. From deep, Brunson. They get it back. Okongwu, the pass to Bey. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Outside Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And, Doris, what's amazing to me, if you look at Kawhi Leonard's production year to year, there's no drop-off.
There's certainly consistency to what Kawhi Leonard does. When he entered the league, he was a defensive force from the outset. And then he built methodically his offensive game. Free throws, post-game, and now range shooting. He is a complete basketball player.
First free throw is good. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Derek White subbed in for Jose Alvarado.
Boy, Kawhi Leonard lets his game do the talking. Yes, he's soft-spoken and quiet, but boy, he's a big-time player.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. The Lakers with the ball. After the basket by Minnesota. Lopez kicks to White. Holiday, the pass to Leonard. He's off on that one.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And the foul on Jrue Holiday. That's his first foul. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for the Lakers. Minnesota also making some changes. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Bay. Markkanen comes in for Smith. And Castle is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now Bruce Ellis shoots it. Another miss by Minnesota. White looking around. Markkanen against Caruso. Lopez right side. Minnesota with the rebound. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds here tonight. Good D by Lopez.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Now here is Holiday. Three-pointer. It's good from long range. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
That's incredible patience right there. Just letting the play develop. Nice job, Jrue Holiday.
Outside, Markkanen. Offline with his 3. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 3-point game. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That shot, no good. Here's Castle. White covering. Here's Brunson going inside. Off target at the rim. And that'll do it for the first half of Minnesota on top, up 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus at that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans half court. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. So low. Give it up for the participant.
Welcome, everyone. Let's first get an update on the other games happening in the NBA. Out in Boston, the Celtics with the lead against New York, holding on to a 4-point advantage in the fourth quarter.
Great battle between these teams. They're playing so hard.
Yeah, no question. That game could go either way. Well, as we check out the results of the first half for the Lakers, it's been neck and neck.
Look at the rebounding numbers. I'm surprised they've stayed this close. They're not cleaning the glass. It's more like they're fogging it up.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Timberwolves leading by 3. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Derek White. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5.
Now, Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
Here's Buzelis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. And that's now 6 points for Buzelis. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Pass to White. Leonard on the wing. Clock at 6. Doesn't go for him.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Heading to the court, the Laker girls. Let's make some noise.
Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. Brook Lopez 3rd.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Lakers trail by 6. Holiday, the pass to McDaniels. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, Jake McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
Here's Castle. Off target from outside. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Lopez passes to McDaniels. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Derek White. A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 15 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
And he makes both free throws. Well, defensively, Doris, these Minnesota Timberwolves are really a cut above the rest.
They led the league in defensive rating in 2024. They have so many ways to shut down what you're trying to do offensively. Length, athleticism, rim protection, commitment, and great scheme. They are a nightmare.
A big boost to their chemistry when Markkanen is operating the pick and roll that well. Teams need their bigs to master that set.
The wide open look here for Holiday. No good with the triple. Minnesota leading by 4. Pass to Brunson. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And the foul called in Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Caruso's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Lakers. Number 12.
The Timberwolves working the ball around him. 6 on the shot clock. And here is Okongwu. Lopez covering.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
White goes in. And he finishes nicely on the layup. White's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, how about that drive by Derek White? This guy has so much to his game.
Pass to Buzelis. Now Okongwu, Lopez covering, and here's Brunson outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Brunson's got himself on the board with 3 there. Holiday surveying the floor. Over to the wing. Lopez against Okongwu. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Lopez has got his first basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
All Laker fans, time to cheer on your Lakers hype squad. Let me hear you right now. On the board, your hype squad.
Drummond slipped in for the Lakers. Vanderbilt comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Looney's checked in for Okongwu. Bay comes in for Buzelis. Smith checked in for Markkanen, and Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Dinwiddie passes to Smith. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Good work there as it goes.
You know, I've got to say, defensively, the effort simply hasn't been there this half. They've got to pick up their energy.
Caruso, the pass to White. Smith against Caruso. And Drummond throws it down.
Andre Drummond showing you, I am a vertical threat at the cup. Look out.
Holiday against Dinwiddie. Bay wide open, and he fires. Off target from three-point range. Dinwiddie against Holiday. Down low. And it's Drummond with the jam.
It's just too easy for Andre Drummond. Gets the inside position and leaves no doubt.
Caruso against Smith. No block shot on the way.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Minnesota shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Shooting for Minnesota. Smith taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Minnesota also with the sub. Walker's checked in for Castle. Both free throws good from Smith. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 3. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Derek White, 1 shot.
And the technical free throw is good.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. White's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. Smith with it. Gets it off. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Tie game in Los Angeles. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Smith is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Bey in at the 3. Now here's Bey. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. To the paint.
Come to me.
And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
And he can't get the first one. Minnesota making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. And he ends up missing both free throws. And Los Angeles guys shooting 43% from the field. Leonard on the wing. He's defended by Bey to take the lead. Leonard forces it through inside.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
Here now is Dinwiddie. For 3, Smith. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Goes up at the stripe. Leonard, no luck.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Bounce pass, Smith. Dinwiddie outside. Outside for Jackson. Shot clock at 6. With some arc, Alvarado grabs the board. The Lakers trail. Leonard inside. He's against Smith. Leonard, no luck.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Here's Dinwiddie. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
It's time for dance camp. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves.
The big group substitution here for the Lakers. Brook Lopez is checked in for Drummond. McDaniels comes in for Alex Caruso. Derek White's checked in for Milton. And it's Holiday in for Jose Alvarado. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Outside, White. It's to Holiday. The 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Buzelis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Brunson. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Leonard. On the wing, Markkanen. Here's Castle. Oh, and that one, no. Powered it down.
Even in his rookie season, it's easy to see Castle's leadership.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Leonard. Here's Lopez to end the run. Pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, McDaniels has made himself a legitimate option for three-point territory. What a look there.
Brunson against Holiday. Beating the contact. Brunson gets by.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Here's Leonard, and he drops in the way up off the glass. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Okongwu with a screen on White. And Okongwu slams it in.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Leonard. Over Buzelis. Another miss by Leonard. Now, Markkanen. Right wing. Now, here's Brunson. Can't hit that one. 1:07 left in the game. A steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Right block shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Holiday.
There's a savvy, a cleverness to what Jalen Brunson does to the defender. That pump fake, too good.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. .51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. From 13, it drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Pass to Markkanen. And they double up Markkanen. Leonard with the steal.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack when things happen.
Here's Brunson. Following the basket by Derek White. Brunson outside. Good D by Holiday. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Outside Leonard. Over Buzelis. Got it! A huge shot to tie it up.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Here we go. Brunson with it. We've got Jaden McDaniels. Brook Lopez is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Holiday, and it's White in at the 2-guard. And the foul on Drew Holiday. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Pass to Buzelis. Markkanen looking it over. Here's Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Now here's McDaniel. And Holiday has it in the corner. Offline with the baseline jumper. Minnesota in the lead. Brunson barreling in. Holiday with the block.
This is one of the great defenders of his generation, Drew Holiday. Send it back twice on the pipes.
We play just over a minute here in OT. Here's Castle. Pass to Brunson. Over Holiday. The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a 3-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
Leonard the pass to McDaniels. Minnesota with the rebound. Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Okongwu. The Timberwolves working the ball around, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Brunson. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. It's rebounded by Drew Holiday. And here's Holiday who will bring it up for the Lakers. A 2-point game.
Showing no hesitation and in a huge moment. Kawhi wants the ball when they need a bucket.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Right side, Leonard. Over Buzelis. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Well, the mid-range is certainly the area that he is most comfortable. Kawhi Leonard, that's where he started, folks.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. In the pass to Okongwu. Now Buzelis. Markkanen sets the pick for Buzelis. Lopez grabs the board. And the Lakers with possession here. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Yeah, on the catch-and-shoot game, Derek White very assertive, ready to react.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Here's Brunson. Holiday with the defensive effort. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second team. At the line for the Lakers, Holiday. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
On deep, Brunson. They get it again. Outside, Markkanen. And that time, also a missed shot. And so the Lakers take the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.